Am I live? It's working. It's alive. Our first YouTube live. Yay. I am going to try to turn on this light here and see if that makes the quality a little better. Trial and error, friends. Trial and error. That's a little bit better. At least you can kind of see. Okay. Say hi if you are jumping in the chat here. I'm Katie, and this is the Super Conscious Explorers channel. And we are doing a very special Ask Your Own question tonight. So if you do have any questions, you can ask away. But I would first like to just thank everybody because this is what I wanted. I like to be able to go live and chat with people. I've done it on Facebook for the last year or two, and it was time to branch out to YouTube. So while we're waiting for people to drop in, I think I'm going to make sure my settings are on here. Okay. We are learning. Oh, I wonder, can I share this? Okay. So, while I was meditating and shuffling the cards, I was kind of asking about the current energy that's going on for like the collective. And I got some very interesting cards that came out that I felt really resonated and just really described what I and many others have been feeling lately. So I will explain the cards that fell out. I kept them out so that I can share them with you because it was, the feeling, it's just like, it's kind of hard to describe. It's not depression. It's just that that lull. And I'm like, everybody has been feeling this around me. And it's been like a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of depression, a little bit of overactive mind, and you're just mixing it all up. So the cards that came out were pressure, transformation. I am using my super deck tonight for oracle cards, and this has the Divine Animal Oracle and the Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. And then I have the Light Seers Tarot for the tarot portion. Get that out of the way, explain that. Okay, so pressure, transformation. This is what we've been feeling, experiencing, inside and outside. And I was looking at it, and it's like thinking of like a rubber band. It's like that contracting and then expanding and contracting. And it's like, but this pressure is what makes, diamonds. And then what came out next was clarity. Clarity, clear as a diamond. So it's like the pressure and like the internal emotions we're feeling are there to guide us and alert us where we want to go, where we no longer want to be. We've already experienced those feelings. And it's like we're getting the opportunity to feel these things again, but sit with them and not just try to make it go away. So I really feel like the pressure, creating that transformation, that's bringing in the clarity of the direction that we want to go. I did some tarot. The Three of Pentacles reversed came out with the pressure. So it makes me feel it's like we're having to do these things all on our own, especially those internal things that only we can do. Other people cannot fix our issues. We have to do that. So I feel like it's the added pressure because everything that's happening is giving us these clarities and showing us these things and bringing in that pressure. So it feels like we're in it alone. We don't have help, but it's supposed to be that way because you have less hands in the pot. You have less people talking in your ear, giving you their opinions on what they think you should or shouldn't do. So that clarity card, it's like that's giving us, it's almost that hermity energy going within and really finding the clarity. We're getting that. And then we have the Fool card upright. So it's definitely, we're meant to figure out these internal things on our own, but doing that gives you the most perfect clarity on the direction that you really want to go. So the next one that came out, Butterfly, the Soul. It's like we're doing really big soul work right now, and we're just in that pressure cooker phase, that cycle that happens. But if you pay attention and you can look back on previous cycles, it's like before something really big and wonderful happens, you feel that pressure and you feel almost like you're being buried alive sometimes. And it's like that death card scenario type thing. So with the Soul, I got the Six of Swords right there. So it's moving away from the pressure. You're leaving, things, the mental anguish, the chatter and all that stuff. You're moving in the direction of your soul because of that clarity. And that's very beautiful. So the last cards that came out were number 21, Protection, Lioness. So Spirit is reminding us that we're always protected. We just need to call on them. It's like calling our guides. But what I really noticed this time was how the light is by the solar plexus chakra. And that's our confidence, and that's our power, our willpower. And it's like truly believing that you have protection of your guides, your angels, your ancestors. It's like we have a lot of protection and a lot of guidance around us all the time. And your belief in that is what makes it work. You got the Eight of Wands with this one. So I feel like, one, there's going to be a lot of spirit messages, like a lot of synchronicities, and they're going to be quick. For some of you, they're going to be like bam, 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 all right away. And another message I get for this is like, you're going to receive messages and of protection. Like, I don't know, something that happened to me once was I dropped my purse right outside of my friend's house one night when I was getting into my vehicle, went home the next morning, realized I didn't have my purse, and was just like, we had been out and it could be anywhere. So I called my friend and I told her, I was like, hey, can you go look by the street where I parked and can you see if my purse, my wallet is there? And she went out there and it was still there, which is insane for where she lived. And, people, kids walk around there, and it was just right there. Nothing was missing. And it was just like one of those, because I went to automatically freak out in the morning, and I told myself, just like, there's no sense, it's like taking it back. There's no sense in getting worked up if I can't control anything that's happening right now. So let's just make the calls and let's stay calm. And found it. And after I found it, it was just kind of like, felt that protection. It was a really cool experience. It was really weird, but I totally felt my guides just like, we've got you. You got to have yourself too, which makes me take back to that solar plexus chakra right there. So the bottom of the deck is Ocean's Bravery. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's like, don't be afraid that this doesn't go as fast as you want it to go, because you're going to get the messages. It's once it starts going, once you get that belief, that knowing that you are protected throughout this experience of transformation, you're becoming a diamond. So, hi, Mias. Hello. Let me know if you have a question that you want to ask. I'm just going through my little collective spread that I was doing when I was pre-shuffling. So we're talking about becoming the diamonds that we are. So, and that's pretty much it for that collective spread. It's just knowing we feel the pressure, we feel alone through it, but that's giving us the ultimate clarity without everybody else's opinions to start the new journeys and the new endeavors that our soul is trying to lead us towards. So it's like, got to be brave, leaving the dead weight behind. It's not an easy thing, but Spirit is letting us know that we are absolutely protected. We just have to remember that and truly, truly believe it. So that was the collective spread. And if you want just like a general spirit message, that is also a thing to do. All right, let me get these. I should turn off the slow chat. This is the first live, so I don't know how to do most things. We're learning. Okay, let's see. How do I do that? Bear with me. Okay. That's easier. Chapters, license. Totally thought I had this all figured out. Okay, I figured it out. Here we're good. Now it should. Slow mode is off. No more slow mode. All right. Let's see here. There is. Ooh, what just came out? We're just going to pull cards. Connection. Biome. Very nice. And this is a 44 card. And this is talking about like the interconnectedness of everything around us. I mean, from the interconnectedness of the way that our bodies work, our cells, our organs and the blood, and it's how we work in pairs and then in family units, how we work in a, work scenario, a community. So, what focus on the bottom here. Cycles, hair. So it's like, it almost feels like the spread, the pre-shuffle spread that I did. It's like, it's talking about the cycles that we go through as a collective also. It's the times of pressure that we feel internally, you know, that really give us the clarity of what direction, what we do like, what we don't like. It's like, what are we going to put up with? It's like, that's why the pressure is needed. And it's really only needed as long as you need it, as long as you want to sit in it. And that's, you know, our own personal choices. And trust me, I am a fixed sign and I like to sit long and hard on things sometimes. So no shame. I just really like to absorb and really understand before making big decisions, you know, especially when they affect others. If it's just me, then I can usually pick it pretty easy. Okay. Fury, bushfires just came out. And if you would like, if you have a question, a personal question, or just want spirit guidance, just let me know in the chat. I'm celebrating you guys for letting me be able to go live on YouTube. So this is the first one, and I am excited. Right now, I'm just pulling cards until somebody wants one. Wants a, ooh, you. Yep. Growth, plants. What number was that? 19. Awesome. Yeah, the energy right now in the collective, it's like, I think everybody, most people, I mean, everybody's different. We don't experience the same stuff, but a very big portion of the collective is feeling that pressure, that internal pressure, and that anger. You know what I mean? It's like, there's definitely some anger in the air, but it's like, it's because we're working through such big and long held issues, and like, we're overcoming outdated beliefs that have been here for centuries. You know, that is not an easy thing for anyone to do. You know, and it's sometimes harder when you have to work as a collective, when you have to work with others, because it's like, we want to help each other, but it's like, we have to take it upon ourselves to learn the lessons from these bushfires and the pressure. Yeah, fierceness. This is what is going on. I mean, bushfires, fury, and fierceness, Wolverine. How, you know, that energy right there, that's just like, and you have the biome connection. It's like everything is just, it's like coming to a head. It's like, God. On the bottom here, we have Red Fox, strategy. So with strategy, it's like, you could have strategy for war. That's what we've always done. We need strategies for growth. We need strategies for healing, for mental health, for, you know, everything that's going on in the world right now. It's like, everybody wants to take the surface level headline, you know, take the surface level, what happened, blame the things, and put their energy towards something that is so not the root cause of the issue. Like, you're just trying to slap a Band-Aid on something. So it's like, we need to be focusing on why people are doing the things that they're doing, you know, what, we need to just work on the mental health aspects and the healing. 10 of Cups, the healing. All right. Let's see. I'm going to get some clarification here. So I want to clarify the biome connection. All right, 5 of Swords with the King of Cups in reverse. So overly emotional, irrational, it's in the 5 of Swords, that's the mental struggles and the looping mental patterns. And it's because we're leading with our heads and not our hearts. And it's leaving the collective with a headache after headache. So we need leaders. We need to be leaders and lead with empathy. Be able to read between the lines, understand and see, hear, feel the things that aren't being said. So, there we go. All right, let's get some clarification on Fury, bushfires. Fury, bushfires. Okay. The Empress in reverse. And I was just looking at this. And I was thinking, it's like, the bushfires, they'll do a controlled burn on like forest land, the underbrush and stuff. But it's like these bushfires, even though they're devastating. And I mean, there's loss of life, but after the fire, it's like it actually helps new plants grow because it adds nutrients to the soils. But I was looking at her and it was just like, I heard we've already done, we've done this before. We've done this before. We've done this before. It's like, we need to be brave enough to go a new way. So Empress in reverse. It's like, we're not creating abundance this way. When we're talking to each other, communicating it, in fierce ways. And, you're basically just talking to people to prove your point or make you feel like you're right. And it's creating an imbalance and a lack of abundance for the whole world. So let's see, let's get fierceness now. Yeah, this is very, very similar message to what I pulled in the pre-shuffle. The pre-shuffle was more of the internal, using it as pressure to create a diamond. Okay, fierceness and the sun in reverse. So yeah, this makes me feel like the fierceness, it's just like everybody wants to be seen, or at least the ones that are barking loud, they want to be seen, they want to be heard. But it's like doing the opposite of what they want. Yeah, he's just ready to go into battle. And with that Wolverine, but the fierceness is not going to bring us the joy, the abundance, the world that we want. Yeah, and look at Six of Cups in reverse. You know, talking about the past, and like I've been saying, we've done this before. This is a cycle that we have been through before. Woo! Okay. Okay. On the bottom, so I was clarifying for, this is number 19, growth, plants here. On the bottom, we got the Ace of Pentacles, a new, solid, stable foundation to start upon. It's like, is ours. Okay. And this is how. All right. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Emperor. So what this feels like is like the old way needs to die. We know that. It needs to be transformed and reborn into something new and better, more sustainable and all-encompassing. Because, you know, I think of the Emperor and I think of like a CEO, corporate business person. Sometimes, you know, it's a business person. But this is talking about leading, because right now the way that like big business is run, it is run with the fear mentality. This Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, being abandoned, the orphaned card. It's like, so like the greed becomes all consuming because they have this energy back in the back of their mind that there's never going to be enough. And that's just not true. This world, you know, when this world, the Empress, is abundance. This world is abundant and it can provide for all of us and everything that we need. We just need to get rid of the lack mindset and the like the money wounds that we have also as a society, and that is about the wanting more and always needing more, because you never feel safe, even if you have all the money that you need or you have all the resources, the house, the cars, like, but people still strive and like make it their life mission, their goal in life, to accumulate things to be the status. So Spirit is saying our new start starts with growth, and that is healing these money wounds, these fears of abandonment, of people and things leaving us. It's like we need to practice some non-attachment, especially to physical objects. You know, nothing in this life is permanent. That's kind of I love this death and rebirth because it explains it so much better than I think the traditional death card. You know, because it's like, yes, this is death, and what you see on the outside might be a little scary, but I mean, that portal, that rebirth is amazing. So it's like we are learning to be leaders, authority figures, leading with the heart, the King of Cups, nurturing, abundance. It's like these are the things that we need to incorporate into our everyday lives each individual to be able to ripple out into the collective. So let's see. Anything else? Yeah, definitely. I'm getting a connect with nature. It's like that's something that is, yeah, because I got the trees here on the death and rebirth card that are just really standing out. And then you have his antlers and the trees behind him. So it's like, and then Empress is kind of like Mother Earth. So we have a lot of, we need to turn our attention towards the things that actually matter and not the things that we're trying to accumulate. You know, and I just heard like, we are raising the leaders of the future, you know? So even if you don't feel like doing any of this is going to solve anything right now, it might not. This is all cycles, and each cycle is like we're in this pressure cooker right now, but it's all for good reason. It's all to up level us as a species and a collective. Oh, that's beautiful. Just looking at the bottom here, Ace, because Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom. That's our new start. And I was just talking about like how the children are the future, and it's like as long as we are leading by example and teaching our young ones, it's like we're planting those seeds. You're doing your job, and you're raising amazingly beautiful human beings that will actually take care of this earth. So you're nurturing it, you're growing it. I mean, children are our future, man. King of Pentacles. I love that. It's really stepping in. It's like we can have the physicality. We can have all the abundance. It's not about not having things. It's about not being attached to those things. And not thinking that just because somebody else got something, there's all of a sudden less for you or me. Because that is, we live in an energetic world, universe, dimensions. It's mind-blowing how quickly things can appear for you if you just surrender and let the universe, God, creator, source, whatever, help bring it to you, because they know what they're doing. And it's like being able to share your abundance is definitely a lesson I think that we're learning as a collective, instead of hoarding so much, like way more than any human being or human family for that matter would ever need, you know. And I'm all about making money. I like to like plan businesses, and I like to do that kind of work. But it's usually never about the money. It's about creating something, and that's the fun part. So I think, yeah, it's like learning to be conscious creators and really understanding why it is we want the things that we think we want. Like what's the ultimate why? And be honest with yourself. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it's okay. Just if you want that dress, you want those shoes, you want, you know, something new, it's okay. But it's all about moderation, right? Let's see. So yeah, all this pressure, that we're feeling, that we're going through. It's to help us get clear on a strategy going forward. So let's see, is there any other messages? I just feel like this next generation, or the ones that are being born or recently born, there's something about them that, like, they're meant to be here because they're here to, like, change the world, like, really show us. I get all these kids because the sun card usually has a kid riding a horse, like a baby riding a horse. We have the Empress and the Emperor. Didn't even call that one out because it's not the biggest message, but it's about coming together and co-creating in the highest possible resonance. Yeah, I just feel like the fury and the bushfires, it's like little eyes watch and they listen and they absorb. So that's why it's like I'm saying lead by example, and you making the little improvements and being that role model and being the person that's saying, no, I'm not going to fight fire with fire to create more fire and burn the frickin' world down. I say nay. There's another way. I really like that. That was a really good spread. Very nice. Let's see. Ace of Swords was on the bottom there. So it's like getting that mental clarity, that inspiration. Sacred geometry. But I feel like these kids, and I don't know why I'm stuck on kids. I don't even have biological children, but I am really feeling like working on our inner children, our inner child, doing more things in joy. But this next group, these kids that are here and coming, like, they're the ones that are figuring this out. And got the moon, and I just, for some reason, I just get duality off of that. But I feel like it's like they're really cutting that down and closing the gap of duality here in the 3D. How nice. All right. Well, let's see. I wonder if I should use another deck. I want an astrology deck. Okay. 2 seconds. Okay. Now I can do that. I'm so silly. Oh yeah, I'm a big dork if you're new here. What am I doing? And tech is not my forte. But that's okay. I'm learning. let's see what the Black Moon Astrology cards have for this. And if you're just popping in and would like a free little personal reading, that's my thank you for my subscribers for finally letting me go live. All right, let's see what the Black Moon Astrology has for this collective reading. Let's see. We got Mercury retrograde, reinvention. That's what the children are doing. That's what we're doing. And the Mercury retrograde, I mean, that I feel we're in a collective Mercury retrograde. Everything, it slowed down. It forced us to go back and review and revisit things that we thought we already had figured out. So we're still doing this. But that's the slowdown and the reevaluating is also what's bringing in that clarity. It's like the super clarity. You thought you were already clear on things, like you knew what you wanted. That the Mercury retrograde energy makes you double down. And are you absolutely sure? Because when it's go time, we're launching and we're going fast. Grand Trine blessings. Beautiful. It's like taking that time is going to bring in the blessings that we need. Taurus, I have on the bottom there. And we are talking about not letting things own us. You know, the things that we own, or do they own us? Fifth house, creativity. The house of passion, pleasure, fun, children, creativity, artistry, leadership. Leo rules the fifth house. So it also talks about being a leader and leading with your inner child, you know, leading with creativity and passion, not doing things just to get things, doing things for the experience and being inspired. Okay. Neptune, sacrifice. So this is about the dreams, our imagination. Sometimes it can be naivety, so being naive. Neptune, sacrifice. You know, and it can also just be talking about the things that, like the non-attachment that we were talking about. So it's like some things that we don't need. It's like having too much of something that's not needed. So very nice. It's blowing my mind how this is coming through about the children and how like really strongly I am feeling that 11th house friends. Yes. So this is our collective lesson. It's like the cycles that we've been going through, the slowdowns, the speed up with that, the fury and the fierceness, the wanting to fight, and then the slowdown. It's like it's giving us the clarity and, you know, really showing us who's in our corner, who's got our back. But it's really shown us the last few years is just really shown us the duality of life, the polarities and stuff. It's like so extremes, and that's that bushfires and fury energy, but it has to be that way until people decide not to make it that way. But slow process, one at a time. One at a time. Which one wants to come out? That one. Okay. 8th house, endings and beginnings. And then they tell me to stop. Black Moon, Lilith, mystery. 8th house, endings and beginnings. So 8th house is the house of Scorpio. Death, transformation. And also shared resources. Yeah. So Taurus was on the bottom of the deck and was talking about the things that we own. And so Taurus is the things that we own. Scorpio are the things that we own with other people, or like investments, things. Yeah. It's like I feel like we're going to be working nicer with each other. Like we're finding ways, we're going to be learning ways to, mingle our monies without the heavy, negative, reversed emperor vibes, like the businessman, just all the greed. It's like we're going to be learning new ways of sharing with others collectively. We had this 11th house friends. And it's just going to be really good for the whole collective, the whole biome. Yeah, mystery. It's like, we can't see it yet. That's the shitty thing. But the trust and the belief, it's like, because if you hold it within you, like really truly hold it within you, at least somebody has it. And probably somebody else does too. And then we do things like this, and we share these ideas and these thoughts and feelings with each other, and it creates a little spark and a different layer of understanding or a new perspective. And that's really what this is all about. Hail to the yeah. All right. So yeah, we're learning new ways to communicate within the collective. Just we have to go through this collective bullshit and the nastiness sometimes, because that's where the ultimate growth comes from. Like sometimes we got to fall hard to learn our lessons, like to really, really learn the lesson. And it's unfortunate that it takes that. But like I always say, it takes that until it doesn't, until we decide that we're done with that pattern. So I want to know what our blessings are before we leave. I still have about 10 minutes. So if anybody has a personal question or just wants a spirit guide question, let me know. Got about 10 minutes left, and I've just been doing collective stuff. So I'm going to get clarification on the Grand Trine blessings. Black Moon Lilith mysteries there, though. see what Spirit says. That's usually my cue to stop. There we go. What do we got? Okay, this came out in a pre-shuffle earlier today, and it's Solidity, Inner Core, number 18. So that breaks down to a 9. So it's like, we're almost there, folks. We're almost there. I get, it's like the pieces coming back together of us individually, like all the pieces of our individual selves, and then us coming together as a collective. AH716, well, hello. How the summer will be for me? Heck yeah, absolutely. So our blessings are ourselves coming together in union and alignment. I get that dove, the peace in there, inner peace, which becomes outer peace. Yeah, just got to release fears. What we were talking about. So let's get these cleared up, and I will get a couple cards for, I'm going to call you A. A. All right. All right. Get some water. Been talking for a while. Oh, that's okay. No worries. I had fun. That was some really good collective spreads right there that kind of came out of left field for me. But they were really good. Really enjoyed that. It was good energy. All right. Gotcha. All right, Aya, you've got Swan Beauty, number 20. Beautiful. So it looks like your summer is going to be beautiful indeed. I'll get a tarot card here to clarify. Knight of Pentacles for you. I love it. Okay, so this is beauty that it could be a beautiful message that you receive. The Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight, but the most reliable and most stable. So if you are Eight of Wands says you've been waiting on this, it's coming. It's coming this summer. And I just saw the 8, so it might be August. But I mean, it's coming up real fast. Nice. And make sure you get plenty of sun. Have fun in the sun this summer because beauty, swan. And it's like, I feel like what this is, this experience, because, the nights are about action, so whatever this is, it could be going somewhere, going on a trip, an impromptu trip or something. But I think it's going to help you see your own beauty, because see how she's blindfolded right there? I feel like there might be an unexpected event or surprise that just kind of boosts your confidence and your beauty. So look out for that. If you remember, come back, tell me. Let me know how your summer was. Awesome. Chali, is that how you say it? Chale? Hi. Would you like a card, a spirit message, or do you have a question? I'd love to pull a card for you. You are most welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. Awesome. All right, let me do this. Thank you. I really like doing this, and I like being live a lot better than just recording videos, because I do, record like zodiac readings for YouTube, but this is the sweet sauce. This is the fun stuff where you actually get to connect with people. Okay. Chally, you got water creation. That's 29. Yep, number 29, which breaks down to an 11. So if you're into numerology, so it's creation. And I really love this card, and I wish I had a better camera for you guys. Working on it. But this creation, just looking at it, she trusts herself. She trusts the universe. Like, she's not trying to force anything. She knows she's protected. She has all the doves around her. So Spirit's saying, it's like, when you're creating, make sure you drop into that peaceful resonance, because it's like you're a super manifester. When you're in that moment, you're building something. So building atoms, number 40, breaks down to a 4, which is stability. So whatever you're building, whatever you're creating, is being done the right way. Solid. Okay, let me get a tarot card for you here. Cool. Okay. So definitely we're talking about creating some big, beautiful things. 8 of Pentacles on the bottom for you. So that's, you have been putting in the work. So I'm pretty sure like you already have an idea of what I'm talking about, what you've been creating, because you've been putting in the work. And we have the 4 of Cups. So it's kind of like, it's right there, like right around the corner. You're just not, your focus is just shifted. So it's like, it's right here. You just got to turn your head, like just a slight perspective shift. Okay. Focus on, see, this is where your 10 of Pentacles is, right here with the rainbows. Okay. But you're looking in the opposite direction. And then we have the Page of Cups. How do I feel about you, Page of Cups? I feel like this is like a creative, like a message, either a message from someone creative that gives you like the spark, the idea that you need to like, be like, okay, that's what I need to do. So you're getting a message, or you're just going to get into a creative mindset. And it's like almost like an epiphany kind of a thing, but it's, because you see how this is, it's kind of like dreamy. It might come in a dream. This is a very Piscean card to me, like Neptunian. You got the pigs flying, the feet up in the air kind of a thing. So it's like, pay attention to your dreams. Yeah, and then pay attention to your dreams. Double message there. Okay. Yeah, because what you've been working on can become a 10 of Pentacles thing. So I love that. Oh, you have a Pisces stellium? Awesome. Nice. My husband's a Pisces. I'm Scorpio, and I have a Scorpio stellium in the 8th house. Hi, Chibi. Let's see. What does D current feelings towards me? Okay. We can find out. Let me get a sip of water. All right. Oh, dang, girl, you got a lot of water. I like it. Yeah, I'm pretty much right there with you. Awesome. Well, at least we know how to navigate the seas. All right, this is for Chibi. Let's see, D's current feelings towards you. Woo! Too many. Too many. That was a lot. Let's see, try that again. D's current feelings towards Chi. There we go. Peace. Very nice. All right. So you must make them feel good. You must make them like have an aura about you or an energy that's a peaceful, accepting, like a safe place for them to be. So that's very good. Let me get some tarot here for you. All right. D's feelings, current feelings for Chi. Okay, let's see. We have the Eight of Swords on the bottom. So, where's that reversed? Okay, it's reversed. So they might have been stuck in their mind, like afraid to say the wrong thing or afraid to let their true self shine. They have the Strength in reverse and then the Queen of Cups in reverse. So it sounds like D has been very stuck in the head and not creating what they want out of the heart space. You know, they've been more in a fear based, unable to make a decision, boundaries. So it's like in like past wounds. So it's like they're working through things, like internal things. Like they like to be around you, but it's like something within them is more of a just having to like kind of kick back a little bit, you know, kind of dreaming, planning, you know, for the future. Yeah. But it's like they're just the mental looping thoughts, it's self-sabotaging themselves. Nothing you can really do about it because we don't have control over other people's energies, but be able to hold space and maybe continue to be that peaceful space, you know, uphold boundaries and stuff, you know. But you got bison ritual on the bottom here, and it kind of makes me think, because a ritual is something you do every day. So like I feel like they want to spend more time with you. They're just kind of stuck in their head and trying to work through some things. But whatever you've been doing, they really enjoy your energy, and to keep doing that. Is that a number 1? Yeah. Okay. I hope that helped. That was for Chibi. Let's see. Shaylee, I have my sun, Venus, and Lilith in Pisces, and my moon and rising in Virgo. Those placements all square in my notes. Oh, yeah. See, then Saturn, Mars, and Pluto, and Scorpio. Yeah, I've got my sun, Mercury, Venus, Pluto, Ceres, another couple points in Scorpio. all in the 8th house. I'm an Aries rising. Yeah, it's a lot. And then I have a Cancer moon. My moon's a Cancer. All right. How is Eric currently feeling about what happened between us? How did he feel about the last message I sent? Let's see. Let me shuffle these real quick. Aw, thank you, Jaylee. I'm definitely vibing with your energy. I appreciate you being here. You guys are making this a lot more fun than like the first 45 minutes I was talking to myself. So you guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, so this is Orphaleth. All right. So how his feelings about what happened between you. Okay. Clarity Mountain came up. That is number 16. Okay. So that would be how he's feeling about what happened. I think, whatever it was, it gave him the clarity he needed within himself to like make future decisions. Let me get a tarot card for that one there. Whoops. Let me find out. Let me get the other oracle card here. And then how did he feel about the last message you sent right there? Okay, you got for that one, groundedness, gravity. So I think the message you sent sunk in. I think it really hit on a nerve, like a trigger, but it needed to be that way to get that clarity, because that's what it took for his energy and just the way that he goes through. So it might have been a talk about like discipline, or because you got discipline time on the bottom there, but just like being reliable, being stable kind of thing, because you have the groundedness there. So yeah, I think, let me just get a card here. So this is for the clarity. Clarity card. Okay. So this one was, okay, so this is for how he feeling about what happened. I think like the message, there could have been like sneakiness. There could have been, which in turn is a form of self-sabotage. And I think that maybe he might realize that. Kind of see, I mean, it takes two to tango. I don't know full story, of course. I don't like to always blame just one side, but it's like really taking responsibility and seeing where like his follies were. And I think that it's apparent after that. All right, so how about this groundedness, gravity for the message? Okay, 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, you got 3 of Swords there on the bottom. So I think the message sunk in. 10 of Swords in reverse. He might not, or it's sinking in, like it's almost there. Yeah, because it's like working through the heartbreak part, and that's, part has to do with other people, but like the heartbreak that we give themselves when we play ourselves and play other people or try to manipulate situations and then get found out, kind of a thing. It's like working through the guilt because he has that clarity. So let me know if that resonates. But I think it was needed. Whatever the message was, it was needed. If it hasn't sunk in, it's just a thick skull or something. All right. Let's see. Oh, you're a Cancer? Sweet. Sweet. My mom is a Cancer. My best friend's a Cancer. I love my water signs. Married to a Pisces. Yeah, pretty fond of my water signs. I got a Virgo brother that's my home slice. So, oh my gosh. Okay, guys. What he felt guilty about? Not necessarily. I don't, and I kind of don't like to veer into other like third parties' energies too much. Like, it's, for me, I like to have permission from other people. Like, I can get the energy around it, but I like to have all parties involved when it get down to like that kind of a question. That's just one of my tarot isms that I have. I'm a very free will kind of person. Let's see, Chaley. Why Bruno lost interest. Let's see. I don't know, like, you guys are so welcome. I'm sorry. I'm like, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. It's almost bedtime. So I'm going to end it here, if that's okay with you guys. I so appreciate you being here. If you haven't subscribed, do that so we can keep in touch. I want to do these a lot more often. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, I need to go, like, today was a Mercury retrograde day. Like, I thought that I made it through Mercury retrograde, like strutting on through. No, it all saved it for today. Like, everything on my work computer stopped, like things weren't working, things weren't saving. I typed something and it would just disappear. I was about ready to pull my hair out. And I'm like, I've had a day and it is time to go relax. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and we will do it again very soon. So have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Bye.